What's up, guys? It's Lots of Gains coming back at you with another video. This time we're going to talk about nutrition. We're just going to give you an overview of nutrition. We're going to talk about things like macros, what are macros, carbs, fats, proteins, and different topics within those, and kind of give you an overview of what nutrition is based on. Eventually in the future we're going to cover a lot of topics in nutrition. We're going to talk about things like low carb diets, intermittent macros, flexible dieting, different things like that that a lot of people have controversy over and stuff in the fitness industry. We want to give our perspectives on it and what we think about it. First things first, I guess we'll get started with macros. What are macros? So you have your carbs, fats, and proteins. Carbohydrates, I'll cover that. Carbohydrates are used for energy. That's part of what your body breaks down into a form of glycogen, which is what your body uses for energy. Whenever you're working out or you're running or doing any type of form of exercise, your body needs carbohydrates. It needs glycogen to function properly in order to complete lifts, in order to last longer in the gym. So carbs are a very important part of the diet. Examples of carbs are oats, wild rice, pastas, breads, fruits are a good source of carbohydrates. And underneath carbohydrates, you have different forms of carbohydrates. You have sugars, you have your complex carbs like pastas. Sugars are more or less simple carbohydrates. They get broken down faster and they have a different effect on your body. Eventually we'll talk about nutrient timing and when you're supposed to eat, because the different types of carbs have a very important role in your diet and when you're supposed to eat those around your workout and things like that. That's probably going to be another topic. But the important thing to note here is that carbs are a very important energy source for you. You should not stray away from carbs. Your body's going to need them. So next up, we'll talk about protein. Protein, probably my favorite topic. In high school during powerlifting, protein was, I didn't know too much about carbs, I didn't know too much about fats, and so all I did was I would buy these muscle drinks, and it had about 48 grams of protein in one, and I was drinking about 3 a day, plus on, your protein shakes, your meats throughout the day, and all that. So I had no idea how anything else worked besides protein, and plus I was taking in way too much. But now that I got some more insight on it, protein is a huge component in building muscle. Huge component. It's the primary building block for muscles, bone structure, everything. And we also have your complex proteins that come from your meats like beef, chicken, turkey, all those kinds of red meat, lean meat. And your incomplete proteins include like fruits, vegetables. You have your nuts like almonds and cashews, stuff like that.
Alright guys, so I'm gonna cover fats. Fats is something that a lot of people don't really understand. I know I used to try to watch my fat intake and really cut back onto it, but I didn't ever realize how much you actually needed into your diet for muscle recovery and growth, and it helps add to the protein content like Mason was talking about. So fat, it's an essential nutrient. It helps provide energy and it helps with energy storage, and it helps obviously with insulation. So obviously the lower fat you are in body fat percentage, the colder you're gonna be. I mean, I know me, I'm always cold. Mason's probably always freezing. He's over here like 2%. Alright, but, and then you got your, alright, so fat deposits, what they're used for, it's insulation. It's used for protection around your bodily organ. In other words, if you're sitting at 2-3% body fat, you're done. You are actually not going to be healthy. I'm sorry. Yes, it's great for on stage. Yes, and you look shredded. But if you stay around that, you're going to be constantly sick. You're going to be constantly cold. It's not actually that healthy. It's okay to have fat. We're actually telling you that. Alright? So it helps insulate, it helps with kidney function, it helps with liver function, it helps with internal organs. It helps everything function properly. You're supposed to have that. Alright, so dietary fat, it's energy rich. It provides 9 calories of energy per gram. That's the highest content of calories per gram. Carbs and protein aren't nearly as high. 9 calories of energy per gram. Alright, it helps add flavor to your meals. Obviously, if you cut out fat, it's not going to taste that good. You're eating very plain. I mean, for instance, bacon. Who doesn't like it? Right? Exactly. Yeah, it's meat candy. It's great. Alright, so basically, you need fat, is what we're trying to stress, and you really do want to limit it though. Don't want to make it a huge part of your diet, but I always try to follow, 20 to 25% of my intake daily from calories is fat. Like I said, it adds flavor, helps keep you healthy, and it helps, everything taste better also. So I just want to run through real quick the different types of fats. You got your unhealthy saturated fats, so that would be, your cheeses, pizza because it has your cheese on it, bacon, and then dairy desserts. So don't get me wrong, yes, they're great, but these are things, you at least want to limit. Don't cut it out, but, restrict enough to where you're only getting it maybe once, twice a week, depending on if you're cutting, depending on if you're bulking. Alright, then you have your unhealthy trans fats. Now these are the ones you really want to avoid as much as possible. Unhealthy trans fats are going to be all of your deep fried foods, and pretty much, pretty much all your processed and fast food is going to be trans fat rich. So yeah, those burgers and fries may taste good, but exactly. I don't know if you can look good naked eating unhealthy trans fats all the time. Alright, and then lastly, let's just real quick hit your healthy omega-3, 6, 9 fats. So that's going to be all your cold water fish, salmon, halibut, Alaskan codfish, all the cold water fish. Those are your really, really fatty fish. Super healthy and really high in omega-3. So in other words, that's going to be all your healthy fats. You're going to have, then also, your 6 and 9 is going to come from your avocado, your walnuts, and sesame seeds. And then you're also going to kind of get it from some of your dark leafy green vegetables, kale, spinach, collard greens. All of those obviously are going to be your healthy 6 and 9 fats, and those are also superfoods. So you're getting a lot of micro and macronutrients from kale, spinach, broccoli, and then also from your nuts. Because easy snack throughout the day, almonds and some Greek yogurt, simple fat, simple protein, done. And that's pretty much it for fats.
Another thing you mentioned was macronutrients and micronutrients. We covered just now all your macronutrients, carbs, proteins, fats. There's also micronutrients, which are your vitamins. Those are very important, very essential part of your diet. There's people like us, we take multivitamins to help supplement our diets, so that we can get these minerals into our system. A good source of those minerals is eating things like fruits and vegetables, and you'll get most of them. But with restricted diets and stuff like that, or people that don't necessarily like vegetables that much, they don't get the amount of minerals and vitamins that they need in their diet. So a multivitamin definitely helps you get the extra added micronutrients. There's plenty of different things that types of vitamins that your body needs. Everybody knows about like vitamin D, vitamin C, E, K, zinc, magnesium. Zinc and magnesium are two really important ones that I would like to focus on because they help with hormone regulation. I'll take them before I go to bed so that my body will produce naturally produce more testosterone while I sleep, and growth hormone. Yeah. So zinc and magnesium is one of those two things that's hard to get in your diet. And that's basically a general idea of vitamins. If you want us to go into more detail about vitamins, just hit us up and we'll cover a complete video about vitamins and what's important, where you can get them from if you want to get them in your diet. And that pretty much really covers macros and micros.
That's pretty much everything we want to cover today. really kind of just hit on the macros, our protein, fats, and carbohydrate sources, why we use them, what they're there for, just to give you a quick rundown and just to kind of start off our nutrition playlist we're going to add on here. And like I said, we want to cover a bunch of different topics. We all kind of have different diets we follow. We all have different ideas that we think are, positives and negatives to all of it. And
different experiences too.
Yeah.
We've each experienced different diets and different things that we wanted to achieve by eating different things and trying different routes. So we have a lot of different angles to come at you with.
It's definitely just something you gotta get accustomed to with your body, and you gotta figure out what works best for you.
yeah, exactly. And that's really about all we wanted to cover this morning. Just give you all an intro and give you a little bit of info, and then whatever y'all want to hear, make sure to like, subscribe, leave us a comment, and let us know what y'all want to hear. It's all about y'all.
Yep, sounds good to me. We are Legitimate Muscle. Like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, share this video, and yeah, that's it.
Thanks for watching.
Peace out.
Appreciate it.